is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Monday, the 29th day of April in the year 2019. Here's what we're tracking tonight. The U.S. Embassy here in Georgetown today condemned the recently passed resolution by Guyanese's National Assembly, which offered sympathy to the family of late Guyana Member of Parliament Abdul Kadir, who died in a U.S. prison last year while serving time as a convicted terrorist. Kadir had been sentenced to life in prison in the U.S. after being found guilty of a terrorism plot against the JFK airport in 2007. In its statement this morning, the U.S. Embassy said members of the National Assembly chose to honor a man who conspired to kill people from across the U.S. and around the world. The embassy added that the resolution is an insensitive and thoughtless act, which demonstrates the National Assembly's disregard for the gravity of Kadir's actions. According to the embassy, while speaking at an international peace conference recently, the U.S. Ambassador Sarah Ann Lynch held up Guyana as a model to the world on religious tolerance and understanding. The embassy now says that the National Assembly's resolution of April 26 draws into question that repetition and also comes on the heels of Guyana's historic cooperation with the U.S. on the extradition of an alleged murderer. It said members of the National Assembly have placed the resolution in direct contradiction to the efforts of security cooperation between the two countries. With this resolution honoring a convicted terrorist, members of Guyana's National Assembly have left a stain on their legacy as representatives of the Guyanese people and on their commitment to the rule of law, the embassy said in the statement. Abdul Kadir, who also served as a mayor of Linden before becoming a member of parliament, had an unblemished criminal record before he was charged along with 3 other men in the JFK terror plot. The U.S. authorities had used the services of a convicted U.S. drug trafficker as part of their probe of the terrorism plot. All 4 men were extradited to the U.S. from Trinidad and Tobago and underwent trial in New York, where they were all convicted. Throughout the trial, Kadir maintained his innocence. And in a statement this evening, the Guyana government said it is well known that there is a time-honored convention of the National Assembly to observe in a standard and solemn form the work of former members of parliament who are deceased. The government said the observance of this tradition has never been selective and has included over the decades persons of all political parties and persuasions who served in the National Assembly. The government said it regrets the interpretation given to the motion passed in the National Assembly on April 26 on the death of Abdul Kadir, a former member of parliament. The government said it asserts that it had no intention of conveying the impression that the motion was designed to honor a former MP convicted of terrorism in another jurisdiction. The motion recognizes the member's service as a parliamentarian, the statement said. The government said it continues to condemn terrorism in the strongest possible way, and the government reaffirms its commitment to continue and intensifying the fight against terrorism in any form, and is proud of its record to date in this regard. More news coming up in a moment.
Hello, baby. Yeah.
It's knocked away from Yang Huang.
Yo, why you gotta get away from the credit, buddy? I recommend that you for blah blah. Let me actually gain, but it's not you that buy back the credit when it's done. Buy back like a shit money for 5. 5?
Activate the GTT Fab 5 plan today. For only 5,005, you get free unlimited calls to 4 of your closest family and friends, 5 gigs of data plus 250 text messages, and your Fab 5 friends can call you for free. GTT Fab 5.
Wait. So who we putting as we Fab 5? Yours.
The future is green. Let's help you experience the future with easy financing for your business or home. Be it for solar energy, water treatment recycling, water filters, energy saving appliances, or wind power projects. Enjoy competitive interest rates, fast approvals, and discounted lending services fees, low equity contribution, and flexible repayment. Visit us for details or go to www.gbtibank.com or email us at banking@gbtibank.com. GBTI, we see Guyana through your eyes.
East Coast on Sunday, 5th May, Indian Arrival Day, Best Family Entertainment and
71 Sound Family
invites all to the annual East Coast Chutney Show at Ogle Community Center Ground, featuring our 2019 Chutney King, Stephen Ramphal, A.W. Lyrical, Romeo Mystic, aka Coolie Boy, and 3 times Trinidad Chutney King, K.I.
Music by Shakti String Band.
MC Chinese Man, aka Lowly. Gates open 6 p.m. Showtime 9 p.m. Advance tickets $1,500. VIP is $6,000. More at the gate. Get your tickets now at the following locations: Joy Signs, PM Soat, Judson's, Dad's Pharmacy Pleasance, Matt's Pintery Industry, Prance Chinese Supermarket Industry, Ramchan Auto Spares, Cherry Street, all M&M Snack locations, Gifla Mall, AAA Service Center, Storage Grocery, inside Starbuck Market, Best Family Entertainment. Call 673-6778. See you as we celebrate Indian Arrival Day, May 5th at Ogle Community Center Ground in fine style. Sponsored by Jai Signs, Ramada, Outliners Barbershop, opposite Ogle Center Ground, and Jetson's, home of the originals.
Them not see the blessings that show like rain on me. The more time them others just see them can't stop me.
Welcome back. 2 men were today remanded to jail after being charged with the possession of more than 237 pounds of cocaine for the purpose of trafficking. 43-year-old Andrew Young of Diamond Housing Scheme and 30-year-old Ramio Chandrahan of Queenstown appeared before the chief magistrate this afternoon, and both pleaded not guilty when the charge of cocaine possession and trafficking was read to them. The court was told that on the 26th of April, the 2 were busted with the 237 pounds of cocaine stashed in pepper sauce that was being prepared for shipment. The bust was made at a shipping company. In court today, the attorneys representing the 2 accused pleaded for bail, but that was denied by the chief magistrate. The prosecutor told the court that there are oral statements that were given by the men admitting to the possession and trafficking of the cocaine. The court was also told that there are recordings of conversations between the 2 men discussing the cocaine and the way it was being prepared for shipment. The chief magistrate ordered that both the accused be remanded to jail. The matter will continue on the 15th of May. Still in the courts, nightclub owner Freeman Fordyce was remanded to jail today after being charged for trafficking in persons. It is not the first time that a businessman is being accused of involvement in trafficking in persons. In court today, he denied the allegations that he was involved in the trafficking of 2 Venezuelan women. The prosecutor's case is that between the 30th of September 2018 and the 30th of November 2018, the businessman was allegedly involved in the trafficking of the 2 women for sexual exploitation. He was remanded to jail today until the 8th of May, when the matter will continue. The man's hotel and nightclub have been repeatedly raided by the police following complaints of victims of trafficking in persons being housed there. Police sources have said that he has been under their watch for a number of years. Ranks of the Criminal Investigations Department of the Guyana Police Force on Saturday arrested 3 men in connection with the discovery of 80 cocaine pellets at an East Coast Demerara hotel. Police said a man was found with a substance weighing in excess of 900 grams in the hotel. It is believed that the pellets were meant to be swallowed by an outgoing passenger on an international flight. Further investigations led the police to a residence on the east coast of Demerara, where an unlicensed firearm with ammunition were discovered, with 2 other persons being arrested. Police said 1 other person is being sought as the investigations continue. The Central Housing and Planning Authority is warning the public this evening about a fraud being carried out by someone or some persons using the mobile money app to get persons to pay for land that they have not been issued. In a statement today, the Central Housing and Planning Authority said the organization has no agreement in place with the mobile money app to accept payments for land, housing units, or any other related services, and therefore persons need to be on the alert. There are reports that several persons were contacted via Facebook through a fake profile carrying the name of the former Minister of Housing. The persons behind the fake page have reportedly been encouraging people to make payments through the mobile app for their land. The Central Housing and Planning Authority intends to call in the police to begin a probe. News source understands that a lot of overseas-based Guyanese are being targeted by the fake pages. They are being reminded that the Housing Authority does not conduct any of its business using any mobile app or Facebook. Across the Region is coming up next.
Oil is a proud Guyanese-owned and Guyanese-operated company, serving our nation for over 42 years. All the profits remain in Guyana and are used for the development of our country. So when you buy fuel and lubricants from Oil, you are directly contributing to Guyana's economic development. Let's continue to build this nation together. Fuel up and drive with Super 95 from Oil.
Fuel it up and drive!
Here now. I want to switch over to GTT right now, no. Because all this time and money I waste on a calls alone can just send up my blood pressure.
You've come to the right place.
Really?
Once you're switched over with our network, you can activate our Fab 5 plan. With our Fab 5 plan, you can enjoy free unlimited calls with 4 family and friends.
You got to be kidding me.
You will also get 5 gigabytes of data with 250 text messages.
You got to be kidding me.
And your chosen 4 can also call you for free.
You got to be kidding me.
Activate the GTT Fab 5 plan today. For only 5,005, you get free unlimited calls to 4 of your closest family and friends, 5 gigs of data plus 250 text messages, and your Fab 5 friends can call you for free. GTT Fab 5.
We are legions of men standing strong, but never too proud to stoop and help someone. We must send a clear signal to all. Do right. Walk in upright ways, knowing that's what being a man is all about. And ever aware that things will only get worse when good men do nothing. Stand strong. Be the one to live right.
Across the region right now, the Chief Executive Officer of Liat, Julie Rayford-Jones, today said the cash-strapped airline continues to fly, connecting travelers across the region. Rayford-Jones confirmed that despite the challenges facing the airline, it continues operating its daily flight schedule. She noted that the airline is committed to connecting the region and operated all of its flights over the peak Easter season, with an on-time performance of 80%. The CEO said the company was looking forward to a good summer period, with many festivals and events taking place across the region. She also noted that there are ongoing discussions with governments across the Liat network about the need for all the territories served by Liat to contribute through a minimum revenue guarantee model. The United States Agency for International Development, USAID, has signed a memorandum of understanding with Haiti, which underlines the need to preserve the country's forests, resources, and soils, and defines mutual commitments for the improvement of the environment and for the conservation of natural resources. USAID also supported an initiative by the Ministry of Environment in Haiti to reduce the use of plastic bags and distributed 500 reusable bags to students and all those who participated in a recent event to celebrate International Earth Day. An additional 4,500 bags will be distributed at local schools and grocery stores in the capital of Haiti. And finally tonight, international news. The United States has warned that its intelligence sharing with other countries would have to be re-evaluated if those countries use Huawei to build their 5G networks. Senior U.S. official Rob Strayer said any such role for the firm posed an unacceptable risk to security. It has been reported that the United Kingdom might allow the Chinese telecoms firm into the non-core parts of its 5G network, but opponents of the plan have raised concerns about Huawei's ties to the Chinese government. Last week, a leak from the UK's National Security Council indicated the government had decided to allow the Chinese telecoms firm to have a limited role in bringing 5G to the UK. The US expressed serious concerns at the reports, as along with Australia and New Zealand, it says the Chinese firm is a security risk because of its ties to the state. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. Gordon Mosley reporting.